Honourable Clayton.
Mr. Speaker, that speech made Nick Smith almost look stable. Mr. Speaker, can I say this, that from the member, that Minister of Finance is the minister who proves he could not run a bath, let alone an SOE. Under that minister's watch, Solid Energy, sir, an export award-winning company, driven into the ground because that minister went to sleep at the wheel, and it's costing New Zealanders in excess of $350 million. And then we get to the TY deal. This Mr English stood up yesterday and on Radio New Zealand with Catherine Ryan and keeps saying every day that the great deal he did with TY, where a multi-billion-dollar company halves their notice period, gets cheaper electricity, and then just because he's Santa Claus talking about us, taxing and spending, he lobs in another $30 million just to make them feel warm and cosy, of course, after the billion-dollar profits they make. And then he says to us all, the reason we had to do this was we had to protect the jobs in Invercargill and TY. Then he got caught with his trousers around his political ankles by Catherine Ryan when she asked him, did you get a guarantee for TY? Did you get a guarantee that they will keep every job up until the 1st of January 2017? Answer on that sort of laconic Southland lilt was no. Second question, did you bother to ask for a guarantee? And again, in that Swede-like Southland fashion, he said no. He didn't even have the gumption, but he was honest enough at that point to tell New Zealanders to even ask Rio Tinto, boys, would you hang on to the jobs at least until 1 January 2017? And what he also knew was before the ink was dry on the deal on the Tuesday, they were already sacking maintenance workers, and that is a fact in the media. They were already announcing restructuring. So I say to that Minister of Finance, what a legacy. Solid Energy couldn't do anything, wouldn't do anything, just let it all happen. $123 million worth of bonuses, not to the boys in the coal pit, oh no, to the white-collar fellas who actually ran the company into the ground. And then, of course, on asset sales, trumpeting the Future Investment Fund, we find out, after the Prime Minister makes it up, that, oh no, it's not going to hospitals and schools. $100 million allocated that the poor old Prime Minister didn't even know he'd signed off on his budget, $100 million to Solid Energy to bail them out. And then we find the other little gift that was thrown in. Where's the money coming from, we found out, for the Mighty River Power free shares? Oh, out of the Future Investment Fund. So there's 100 mil, there's another 40 mil from the slush fund and a couple of other little doozies. Things like strengthening capability on security and risk management. Well, God help us if anybody needed to do that, that mob does, but it shouldn't come out of the Future Investment Fund. And then there's another one, analysis of outcomes Cabinet investment function. Don't know what that means. Sounds quite trendy, but where does it come out of? The Future Investment Fund. Not a hospital, not a school, not a bridge, not a roadway. And I'll tell you what, Mr English, you never had the guts to tell the people of New Zealand that. When that minister, sir, said that he was going to sell off. No, he didn't. He never said it was going to go for free shares. He never said it was going to go to bail out Solid Energy. We all remember the photo of that member up with the platinum-plated spade at the briquette plant down in Southland, saying how wonderful it was as he let the bonuses be paid out. The same plant, of course, that Mark Ford's having to close down and sack workers from. Oh, he was very proud there. He was a lion in his constituency, a lion. But he and old Liberace, as SOE Minister, of course, oh no, nothing we will do. We will not intervene. Yet when it came to Meridian Energy, of course...
Order. Point of order, Honourable Chester Burrows. Order! This is a point of order, and it will be heard in silence.
In the last speech I heard, in the speech from the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove, twice he used unparliamentary language. Once in reference to the Honourable Bill English accusing him of being untruthful, and secondly when he referred to a member down here as Liberace.
Order.
Well, we've all...
Order. I've heard enough. The member didn't use the words that I think the Honourable Chester Burrows is lying. He used the word a lion in the electorate. Is this a fresh point of order?
Well, yes, it is.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, it was not the word lion that it was further. It was further in his speech when he related comments made by the Honourable Bill English. It was not the word lion. I was not confused by that word.
Order. Well, I'm unsure of what the word was, but the member to whom it was directed certainly didn't take any offence. I think he was quite enjoying the debate. It was a robust debate. This is the general debate. The member can carry on.
I don't know what the Associate Minister of Courts was chewing. Might have been some sort of medication, whatever, I don't know, but it's obviously got to him. The point here, sir, despite all the silly points of order, because they want to hide this away, is that the Minister of Finance went to the country on a spurious claim, saying that he would sell assets to buy other assets, sell revenue-generating assets, of course, to buy non-revenue-generating assets. He never told the people of New Zealand that the slush fund would be used for $140 million, 100 to Solid Energy to bail out his mess-up, and $40 million for the free shares. And now we've got Meridian Energy. You know, buy now, pay later, set of steak knives. That boy should be on As Seen on TV, the shopping channel. He'd sell anything, sir. He made it up, he was not honest with the people of New Zealand, and he should pull the pin and allow the people to have their say through a referendum.
Honourable Hikia Parata.
Mr. Speaker, yesterday I had the delight and pride